blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Boom chicka-rah, boom chicka-rah. Ska, ska, ska. Tingle bright. Rumsky. Moderator extraordinaire, TWP. Janica. Hey, ja. Hey, ja. Y'all ready for a good one, man? It's been a couple of weeks. Vice Scully. Hey, Nora. Nora's guitar chick. So good. How we sounding? AM Beans. There's Kristen and Norma Kay. Sydney Cat. Uzi Ska, member for 19 months. There you're right. Rumsky, 11 months. Hey, wild man. Jenny. Tingle. C4. Hey, Roxanne. Welcome. RPI. You're coming on in. Share it out. Fireflies. Izzy Ska. Sean Gorn. Welcome. Everybody. Hey, Vegas. Let's see how Scully's voice holds up tonight. Feeling pretty good. It's wonderful to see all the usual suspects. How's everybody doing tonight? Where y'all all coming in from? Say hello to everybody. Tell them where you're from. We've got the wonderful Izzy Ska behind the scenes working this wonderful art. Hey, Chief. Ska, Chief Ska. C4, Jats, Modia. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a good one tonight. Run some of this background so y'all can get a feel for the story, and we'll blow up Izzy's wonderful overlay when I begin. That's right. Share it out, everybody. I don't really know what to say about what's going on with this. It's a quite the thing already. And with Izzy Scully's help and her graphic design and ideas behind the scene, helping me, create these storylines. I think it's gonna. Well, we'll see. Jenny Pop. Jenny Pop. Super wow. $1 million. 0 calories. How you doing, Rumsky? Yeah. Brain tingles. Tinkle, 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 bell, tinkle. It's Bella's Whispers Farms. Yeah, there's a lot going on behind the scenes with this already. We're looking at 40 shows, 10 seasons that will be converted into play, script, book format, you name it. Doing all right, Norma. How you doing? Kind of, it's the prototype, if you will. We been talking maybe early next year doing a theater production with auditions and etc. Yeah, you're right. Discuss. There's old Rumpelstiltskin, Croco Stiltskin. You guys are all some sexy people. I'm working toward wrapping up a shift at 10 Eastern, starting a badly needed weekend. Yeah, you're right. You won't be off for a couple hours, huh? Late. It's Vegas Paranormal. Sean's got an earbud in on the beat. Gorman Tinkles. Oh, less than an hour? Hell yeah. Hey, Susanna. Yeah, we're letting everybody roll in, get their seat up front, and bong smokers in the back row. Hey, Angela. Y'all ready for a little adventure tonight? The yellow brick road goes into the sea. I already have more than an idea what the next show is going to be like. It's really cool too. And we've been talking about after one season, we may go ahead and try to put a book together and do the whole thing later. But I'm a little bit rusty right now, y'all. It's no hurry. Y'all just chill out, relax. Forgive me if there are pauses in between sentences. I may be catching my breath. Sean saying hey to Jenny. Glad Janica could make it tonight. I think that I'll start getting on earlier. Yeah, right, Scully. How you doing, Susanna? Cuss. Yeah, it's going to be fun, Fireflies. We're just building out the prototypes of this. And I mean, We've got everything from pitch decks to investor information. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a stream one night and I'll break it down for you. But also plan to do some work with like Udio, making some songs, for example, sequel to like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, stuff like that. Is he popping out those memberships? Got Norma K. There you go, Norma. Blind Neil, Jim's Journey, Grace, Magic Blind Potato, and Liz Lover. I think the only one here is Norma K. Yeah, right. Thank you, Izzy. Let's see those emojis, everybody. Roxanne. Hey, Joe. It's a Joe. That art is gorgeous, some of it, all of it. I'm really fond of the Tinkerbell pics I made. Shows one for the thumbnail tonight. How we sounding? Voice sounds good or what? I found some lyrics that kind of summed up what I've been feeling about this, and part of it goes to Izzy for the work she's been doing behind the scenes and for helping me birth this creation. So you'll see what I mean when I read, and it's some lyrics that you probably know, and I won't read all of the song. Just part of it really resonated with me. Yeah, sounds perfect, Angela. Okay, good. Hey, Misha. Glad you made it. We've got a really nice, fun episode for you tonight. There's Nitro's Farm. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Oh my God, I haven't caught a live or premiere on your channel for so long. Hey, Conscious Evolution. Welcome. Well, it's been almost, 2 weeks, Izzy, since Yeah, we've been working together on the art. Izzy will take things that I do and beef them up. But if anybody's interested, and somebody can get Izzy's link out there if you need some help with your channel art, banners, etc., thumbnails, reach out to Izzy Ska. Popcorn, rocking it out. 20 in chat. Y'all hit the like, share it out if you can. It'll be a real nice reading. And then I'm going to do one reading a week, and we discuss, replaying the reading in a premiere, like on Sundays, I think. Anyway, hey, Jamie. Welcome. Sydney Cat. Tingle. Yeah, wait till you see the overlay she made. It's so over the top. It's the best thing I've ever seen. I'm so close. I'm ready to get at it. So let's give it about 5 more minutes. Oh yeah, thank you Vegas for putting Izzy's link out there. Y'all reach out to her. Definitely get over there, subscribe to her channel in Vegas, and there's a bunch of great creators in here. TWP Popcorn. Rumsky. Tingle, 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 tingle. Oh, thank you, Scully. It's appreciated. Just focusing on the crazy stuff. Which reminds me, I need to get some footage of the dash cam. Shall we play a game? Or shall we read? Okay, we're gonna read. It's SUPERCHAT. Tinkerbell, hey Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, tingles. Super wow. $1 million. 0 calories. Yeah, let me see what we got here. Change something up a little bit. Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is going to change. I close my eyes, begin to pray. Then tears of joy stream down my face. With arms wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. With arms wide open. Well, I don't know if I'm ready to be the man I have to be. I'll take a breath. I'll take her by my side. We stand in awe. We created life. With arms wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. Now everything has changed. I'll show you love. I'll show you everything. Arms wide open. Arms wide open. Run it a little bit like that, and we'll go off to a full screen. You can play around with some of that background, however you want to do it. But yeah, welcome to Emerald Wonderland, everybody. It's great to have you here. We're looking forward to a whole bunch of these great shows. Hey, Weetzard. That's right. Hey, Sean Gorman, member for 15 months. Wow. Man, all this time's gone by. Crazy. Izzy's almost 2 years. Yeah, we're going to rock it out with this. I can't wait to make the book and I'd see it done in theater, plays. Maybe they'll even make a movie one day. We'll have a screenplay ready. The wild man, thumbs up. You ready? Let's get it. So yeah, I think we're looping this overlay. I believe it's about 17 minutes. This is the one created for this show. And I'm going to flip my chat over to StreamYard and pull up my script. And we are going to begin episode 4, season 1. Looking good. You ready, Janica? Hey, Janica, 13 months. Check it out. So yeah, we'll get into the flow of this. Like I said, one a week. I'd like to welcome you to Scully Pop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. Buckle up, it's quite the ride. And we'll see you on the other side. A motley crew of heroes strolls down the yellow brick road, basking in the afterglow of their victory over the Caterpillar Queen. The path stretches before them, shimmering with possibility. You know, I'm starting to think this road never really ends. In a world of stories, perhaps the journey is the destination. Suddenly, a shower of twinkling lights rains down from the sky, coalescing into the form of a young girl in a nightgown. She looks around, bewildered. It's Wendy. Wendy from Peter Pan. Oh my! This certainly isn't Neverland I remember. Our heroes stop in their tracks, stunned by the newcomer's sudden appearance. The lion hatter tips his hat. Well, hello there. Dropped in for tea, have you? Wendy curtsies politely. How do you do? I'm Wendy, darling. I'm not quite sure how I got here. One moment I was flirting with Peter Pan and the next. And Dorothy steps forward, offering a friendly smile. Welcome, Wendy. I'm Dorothy, and these are my friends. We're no strangers to unexpected journeys ourselves. Alice enters and says, Indeed, it seems our tales have become quite intertwined. Tell us, Wendy, what's the last thing you remember? Peter and I were chasing a shadow. It led us through a strange cloud, and then I was here. Oh dear, I must find Peter. He'll be ever so lost without me. Cheshire Wolf materializes. It's grin enigmatic as ever. Lost boys finding lost girls in a land of lost stories. How delightfully meta. As our expanded group continues down the yellow brick road, the landscape begins to change. The cheerful fields give way to more ominous terrain. Gnarled trees reach out with claw-like branches. The sky takes on a greenish tinge. Wendy shivering. This place feels wrong somehow. like a nightmare version of Neverland. Dodo suddenly starts barking. His hackles raise. From behind the twisted tree steps a figure that makes them all gasp. It's Rumpelstiltskin, but with the crocodile scales and the clock embedded in his chest. Crocodile his voice a raspy tick-tock.
Wow. What have we here? More lost souls wandering into our domain.
Whose domain?
Why, the Shadow Weavers, of course. She who spins darkness into despair. Who traps happy thoughts and turns them sour.
Alice exchanging worried glances with the others. She sounds dreadful. Is she after Peter Pan's shadow? Rumpelstiltskin cackles, the sound punctuated by the ticking of his chest clock.
Oh, she after all shadows, dearie. Every dark reflection, every fleeting fear. And now that you're in her realm, she'll be after yours too.
With that ominous warning, Rumpelstiltskin melts back into the shadows, leaving our heroes to contemplate their next move. We must find Peter. If this Shadow Weaver has his history, has his shadow, he could be in terrible danger. Line Hatter, he's nervous adjusting his hat. I don't suppose anyone packed a nightlight. I find they're ever so useful for shadow-related emergencies. And as our expanded group of heroes ventures deeper into the foreboding landscape, the yellow brick road begins to fade, overtaken by twisting shadows that seem to move of their own accord. Dorothy squares her shoulders. Well, gang, looks like we got another witch to face. But together, I bet we can take on any shadow she throws our way. Alice nods, taking Wendy's hand reassuringly. Indeed, after all, every shadow needs light to exist. Perhaps that's the key to defeating the Shadow Weaver. With renewed determination, our heroes press on into the gathering gloom. The addition of Wendy brings new dynamics to the group. Her steadfast belief in the power of happy thoughts, a beacon of hope in the encroaching darkness. As they leave the last visible stretch of the yellow brick road behind, one thing becomes clear. Their next adventure will test not just their courage and wit, but their very ability to hold on to the light within themselves. Part 1. Sweet as sugar. Hey, Yoda Pop. Hey, there it Dio. I can't find the bite button. I got some water. Part 1. Yeah, the voice is definitely rusty after 2 weeks. How we sounding, Izzy? Whoops. Put a 10 in the chat if you're enjoying it, sounding good, etc. Howdy, Mr. Scully. Sounds good, sounds good. This wonderful overlay is brought to you by Izzy Scott. Sweet. Brain tinkle. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. So cool, says it. Tingles, 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 tingles. You the colors always look so pretty. For some reason they seem to brighten my mood. Tingle brain, super wow. $1 million. Zero calories. Janica. Our band of heroes. Dorothy, Alice, Wendy, and their companions find themselves at a fork in the yellow brick road. Two signs stand before them. Mermaid Land, back to the usual path, and the usual path. Well, that's not confusing at all. Curiouser and curious. It seems even the path itself has a sense of humor. Wendy's eyes sparkle with excitement. Mermaid Land! Oh, how thrilling. In Neverland, we only ever saw them from a distance. Line Hatter's bouncing excitedly. I say, a detour sounds splendid. After all, who wants to be usual when you can be extraordinary? With a shared nod of agreement, our heroes veer left toward Mermaid Land. As they approach, the air becomes misty and the sound of crashing waves fills their ears. Suddenly, they find themselves at the edge of a vast shimmering ocean. The yellow brick road disappears beneath the waves. Cheshire Wolf materializing with a grin. Well, my friends, it seems we've reached the end of the road, quite literally. Dorothy frowns. But how are we supposed to explore an underwater land? Line Hatter's eyes light up. He reaches into his hat, rummaging around with his entire arm disappearing into its depths. Aha! I knew these would come in handy someday. He pulls out a set of steampunk-style underwater breathing apparatuses, complete with brass helmets, tubes, and what looks like tea kettles strapped to the back. Alice examines the contraptions. Remarkable! But how did you know we'd need these? My dear, a good hatter is always prepared for tea time. be it on land, sea, or air. Our heroes don the underwater gear which fits them perfectly. With a deep breath, aided by their new apparatus, they step into the water and submerge. The underwater world that greets them is a marvel of color and light. Schools of rainbow fish dart by, coral formations create intricate structures, and in the distance, they can see the spires of an underwater city. As they walk along the ocean floor, mermaids of all shapes and sizes swim past, regarding the newcomers with curious eyes. Some have fishtails, others seem to be part of octopus or even part shark. Wendy, her voice slightly muffled by the helmet. It's like a dream come true. Suddenly, a small figure darts out from behind a coral formation. It's a young mermaid with fiery red hair and a green tail. She looks at them with wide, sad eyes. Hang on 1 second, guys. Who I see slipping in there? Story time with Bill. Hey, buddy. Great to see you. And there was somebody else I saw. Hey, Lucy Warren. Lucy Warren. Sweet as sugar. Oh, that's me. My bad. Sorry. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. That was Specs. 1 second, guys. I forgot to loop that. That was my fault. Dang it. Let's see. Lost what I was doing now. Okay. I forgot to loop it. My bad. All right. Let me pull it back up. Reading overlay. Share. I'm sitting here waiting on Izzy to do it, and that's my fault. Argument. That's what I'm talking about. In a couple of weeks. Don't eat the mushrooms. Sydney Cat. What you been doing, Lucy? What happened? Y'all hear that? Hey, Benny. There she is. Benny Loco. So yeah. Small figure darts out from behind the coral formation. It's a young mermaid with fiery red hair and a green tail. She looks at him with wide, sad eyes. Hello there. Are you the little mermaid? Little mermaid nods, then makes a gesture indicating she can't speak. Alice, oh dear, you've traded your voice, haven't you? The little mermaid nods again, then begins to make frantic gestures, pointing toward the surface and then to the dark depths beyond the city. It seems our little friend has a tale to tell, or rather show. Little Mermaid leads them to a hidden grotto filled with human objects. She points to a mirror, then to the dark waters, and finally makes a cutting motion across her throat. Wendy, the Shadow Weaver! She must be connected to this somehow. The little mermaid nods vigorously. She picks up a piece of coral and begins to rub in the sand. Beware of the Shadow Weaver. In silence, she seeks to still voices and cast the world into darkness. To defeat her, you must. Just as she's about to finish, a dark shadow passes overhead. The little mermaid quickly erases her message, looking terrified. Dorothy, determined, don't worry, we'll find you a way to stop this Shadow Weaver and get your voice back. Little Mermaid smiles gratefully, then ushers them out of her grotto. As our heroes prepare to return to the surface, they know they've gained crucial information for their quest. It seems our underwater detour was quite fortuitous after all. Indeed. Though I must say, I'm rather looking forward to a dry tea party after this. And as they ascend towards the surface, the weight of their new knowledge sits heavily upon them. The Shadow Weaver is more dangerous than they imagined, with the power to steal not just shadows, but voices as well. What other secrets will they uncover on their journey? And how will they use this newfound information to confront the looming threats? Part 2, Episode 1. Part 2, Season 1. Ooh, hot up here in the studio. How you doing, Benny? You're right, 11 months. It's great to see you. Great to be back in the saddle for an evening. Hey, PPR. How you doing, buddy? Michelle. I've been good, took a break, started hormones and a little boo, you know? Benny Loco. Dustin, is he? You see him? I got part three. I try to stay hidden. I'm trying to wax out a bunch of voices here, so y'all bear with me. Just remember, we're building the prototype. So if anybody has any suggestions for future episodes, morphine, fusion of characters, plot, we'd be happy to incorporate that into a show, And yes, we will read theater style one day. So, but let's get on to part 3. As our heroes emerge from the depths of mermaid land, they find themselves on a misty shore where the yellow brick road resumes its winding path. Their underwater gear dissolves into sparkling dust, leaving them dry but thoughtful. Dorothy, well, that was certainly an adventure. What do we do with this information about the Shadow Weaver? Alice, we know she's after voices and shadows. Perhaps there's a connection we're missing. In Neverland, shadows were very important. Peter's shadow led me here. I wonder if. Suddenly, a haunting melody drifts through the air, cutting Wendy off mid-sentence. The group finds themselves inexplicably drawn toward its source. Careful, my friends. Not all that sounds sweet is safe. They follow the music to a clearing where they encounter a bizarre sight. A hybrid creature that's part Pied Piper, part siren. Its lower half is that of a fish, while the upper body is human-like, playing a flute made of bones. Welcome, wanderers. Care to hear a tune? Oh, how delightful. I do love a good melody with my tea. Before anyone can stop him, the lion hatter starts to dance to an unheard rhythm. The others feel a strong urge to join in but resist. Dorothy shakes her head to clear it. Wait, we can't trust this, whatever it is. Alice, indeed, Sir Piper Fish. What exactly are your intentions? The pied siren grins, revealing sharp teeth. Why, to lead you to the Shadow Weaver, of course. She's ever so eager to meet you. Wendy says, you work for her? But why? In a world of mixed up stories, one must choose sides carefully. The Shadow Weaver promises creative freedom. As he speaks, shadows begin to lengthen around them, reaching out with grasping tendrils. Our heroes huddle together, eyeing the encroaching darkness warily. It seems, my friends, that we wandered in quite the sticky wicket. Suddenly, Toto starts barking furiously, snapping the lion hatter out of his trance. Dorothy's eyes light up with an idea. Alice, the temporal ticker. Can you slow down time? Alice advises, pulling out the device. As she activates it, the world around them seems to move in slow motion. Reaching shadows creep forward at a snail's pace. And the pied siren's movements become languid. Taking advantage of the slow time, our heroes make a run for it, dragging the still slightly dazed lion hatter along. They dash back to the yellow brick road, the sound of the pied siren's angry wail echoing behind them. And as they run, the landscape shifts dramatically. The lush greenery gives way to a forest of transparent trees, their leaves made of whispers and their trunks of frozen echoes. Wendy's panting. Where are we now? If I had to guess, I'd say we've entered the realm of the Shadow Weaver. They slow to a walk, taking in their surreal surroundings. Shadows flit between the trees. Occasionally they catch glimpses of familiar stories playing out, only to dissolve into darkness. I say, this place is giving me the heebie-jeebies, and I'm usually quite fond of the jeebie variety of heebies. As they venture deeper into the forest, they come across a clearing. In the center stands a small cottage made entirely of mirrors. Reflections of our heroes stare back at them. Something's off. Their reflections have no mouths. I think we found the Shadow Weaver's home. Before they can decide on a course of action, the door of the cottage swings open. A figure glides out, its form constantly shifting between different silhouettes. Sometimes a witch, sometimes a queen, sometimes a beast. Welcome, my dears. I've been expecting you. Our heroes stand their ground, facing the entity they've heard so much about. We've come to stop you. You can't keep stealing voices and shadows. Shadow Weaver laughs sound like breaking glass. Stop me? Oh, you misunderstand. I'm not stealing anything. I'm improving. After all, isn't silence golden? Aren't shadows where the real magic happens? Wendy steps forward bravely. You're wrong. Stories need both light and dark, sound and silence. You're destroying the balance. Shadow Weaver's form ripples, taking on a more solid shape. A tall, elegant woman with skin like twilight and hair made of living shadows. Such brave words from one so small. But tell me, dear, don't you tire of always being the storyteller and never the hero? She waves her hand, and suddenly Wendy's shadow detaches from her, standing independently with a mischievous grin. Wendy gasps, reaching for her now missing shadow. What have you done? I'm giving you a choice, my dear. Join me and you can be the hero of your own tale. No more waiting by windows, no more darning socks. You could have adventures beyond your wildest dreams. For a moment, Wendy hesitates, clearly tempted. The others watch in tense silence, unsure of how to intervene. Dorothy. Wendy, remember why we're here. Remember Peter. At the mention of Peter's name, Wendy's resolve strengthens. She stands tall, facing the Shadow Weaver defiantly. I am the hero of my own story, and my story includes my friends, my family, and yes, even Peter. I don't need your shadows to have adventures. With that declaration, Wendy's shadow snaps back to her, reattaching itself. Scut, 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 scut. Lawless in the world. Scut, 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 scut. It's Christine. Tingle, 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 tingle. Crossover paranormal. Oh, thank you, Benny. Much appreciated. Stomach Baker empty. Tingle, 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 tingle. Scuss, 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 scuss. Shadow Weaver's form flickers. Her composure slipping for a moment. You'll regret this decision, child. You all will. She raises her arms and the forest around her then comes alive with shadows and whispers. Our heroes find themselves surrounded by dark reflections of themselves, each one grinning malevolently. I don't suppose anyone brought a rather large nightlight. As the Shadow Army closes in, our heroes stand back to back, ready to face whatever comes next. Final confrontation with the Shadow Weaver is at hand, and the fate of all stories hang in the balance. Part 3. Rumsky. A couple new people coming in. Say hello. There's Stoney Baker, MD. Mr. Sean Gorman's back. Lawson World TV. Christine DAW. C4. Isn't that a gorgeous picture of Tinkerbell? So for those of y'all that don't know what we're doing, we are fusing characters together from Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, and these characters will travel down the yellow brick road, and who knows what they'll find. I want me tea, and I want me tea. Ooh. Yeah, Tin Hatter got eyes like roulette wheels. Whew. Hey, Wanda. How you doing? We did part 1, 2, and 3 so far, Wanda. They took the yellow brick road under the sea and met the Little Mermaid. And now they're heading to the Shadow Weaver. Well, we'll see. Bimbo Barbarella. Scully. Bimbo. Hey, Martin, what's up? Common Anxiety. That's Martin, y'all. He's got a real relaxing channel over there. No, look at that cool picture of that brick road. Tinkerbell. Y'all give Izzy a big hand back there. Got her working hard. I'm gonna go home, open a bottle of suds. Maybe light a stick. I love the colors. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing to see people playing parts of this story that I wrote. Greetings, everyone. Yeah, I'll replay the reading Sunday night. We'll do a premiere. Izzy and I were talking about like kind of how to do that. I've never done a premiere, so but to give a chance for some people that didn't catch it. And this is going to go on for like 40 weeks, so I want to get some actual theater groups to perform, get some of the scripts out there. All right, that's a whole nother. Hey, Devo. What's up, buddy? That's Devo Pop. Good to see you. Doing the Emerald Wonderland, where Alice in Wonderland meets the Wizard of Oz. There's Blood. What's up? Whole gang up in here. Sydney Cat. Woo. Middle of the summer down here in South Mississippi, hot as all get out. DWP. Ska. Lordy. I might have to take a second shower today. Damn, look at that. That's pretty cool, man. As the echoes of their confrontation with the shadow weaver fade, Dorothy, Alice, and Wendy find themselves enveloped in a sudden warm mist. When it clears, they're standing at the edge of a sight so magnificent it takes their breath away. Dorothy, she's gasping. Great googly moogly, would you look at that? Alice's eyes are wide, curiouser and curiouser. Wendy clapping her hands in delight. Oh my, it's like every beautiful dream come to life. Before them stretches the fabled field of wonder, a place so rarely seen that many believe it to be mere legend. The yellow brick road seems to melt into a path of iridescent petals, leading them into a wonderland that defies imagination. Flowers of impossible colors and shapes bloom as far as the eye can see. Some tower over them like friendly giants, their petals large enough to serve as umbrellas. Others are so tiny and delicate, they look like living jewels scattered across the ground. The Lion Hatter's hat suddenly sprouting a garden of its own.
I say, this puts my best tea party decorations to shame.
As they step into the field, the ground beneath their feet feels springy and alive. Each step releases puffs of glittering pollen that swirl around them like fairy dust. The fragrance, it's like nothing I've ever experienced. It's as if every happy memory had a scent. Indeed, the air is filled with an ever-changing bouquet of scents. One moment it's the comforting smell of freshly baked bread, the next it's the crisp scent of a spring morning, then the soothing aroma of a gentle rain. Wendy reaches out to touch a nearby flower, a bloom that looks like it's made of spun glass and starlight. As her fingers brush the petals, it chimes softly, setting off a cascade of musical notes from the surrounding plants. It's a symphony of flowers. Oh, if only the Lost Boys could see this. The Cheshire Wolf materializes, its form shimmering with an array of pastel colors that shift and change like the aurora borealis.
Oh, the field of wonder. A place where reality bends and imagination reigns supreme. But to remember, dear friends, even the sweetest honey can become cloying if indulged in too long.
Dorothy nods. Their eyes are drawn to a patch of flowers that seem to be performing an intricate dance. Right, of course. But surely we can spare a few moments to explore. As they wander deeper into the field, they encounter wonders beyond their wildest dreams. A grove of trees with leaves made of soft, fluffy clouds, occasionally raining tiny rainbow droplets. A stream of liquid crystal that sings gentle lullabies as it flows. Butterflies with wings like stained glass windows. Chunks of twinkling stardust and I dare say this place makes Wonderland seem positively ordinary. Line Adder bounces from wonder to wonder, his hat changing to match each new marvel.
Oh, the tea parties we could have here. Can you imagine? Teacups that refill themselves and sugar cubes that dance the tango?
As they explore, our heroes feel a profound sense of peace wash over them. The worries of their quest, the threat of the Shadow Weaver, all seem to melt away in the face of such beauty and whimsy. Wendy's twirling in a shower of luminescent petals. I feel as if I could stay here forever. But even as she speaks, the gentle breeze carries a whisper of warning. The Cheshire Wolf's grin fades slightly.
Be cautious, my dear.
Field of wonder is dangerous as it is beautiful. Stay too long and you might forget why you came.
As if to emphasize his point, they notice a small grove of flowers nearby with petals that droop sadly. Upon closer inspection, they see tiny figures trapped in the blooms, fast asleep with smiles frozen on their faces. Are they?
Dreamers who overstay their welcome. The field of wonder gave them their heart's desire, but at the cost of everything else.
The realization sobers our heroes. They exchange glances, each seeing the reluctance to leave mirrored in the other's eyes. Alice shakes her head to clear it. We should go. The Shadow Weaver won't defeat herself after all. Wendy sighing. Suppose you're right. But oh, how I wish we could bottle this wonder and take it with us. As if in response to Wendy's words, the field around them seems to pulse with light. Flowers turn their blooms toward our heroines, releasing a shower of glistening pollen that swirls around them like a farewell embrace. Dorothy reaches out, letting the magical dust settle on her palm. To her amazement, it solidifies into a small shimmering crystal. Well, would you look at that? Seems like the Field of Wonder wants to remember it too. Each of them now holds a small crystal within which they can see miniature versions of the wonders they witnessed swirling and dancing. The Lion Hatter, he tucks his crystal into his hat.
A souvenir of splendor! How marvelous!
With one last look at the magnificent Field of Wonder, our heroes step back onto the yellow brick road. As they walk away, the field behind them slowly fades, like a beautiful dream upon waking. Alice clutches her crystal. You know, I can't help but think perhaps the Field of Wonder appeared to us for a reason, to remind us of what we're fighting for.
fleeting knowledge, all the beauty and magic in the world of stories. It's worth protecting, isn't it? It sure is. And that's exactly what we're going to do. As our heroes continue their journey, the memory of the field of wonder lingers like a warm glow in their hearts. They know that the path ahead will be challenging. Now they carry with them a tangible reminder of the wonder and beauty that exists in their world of intertwined stories. The yellow brick road stretches before them, leading towards their inevitable confrontation with the Shadow Weaver. But for now, they'll walk with renewed purpose. Fragrance of impossible flowers still clinging to their clothes, the echo of magical beauty resonating in their souls, and the weight of their crystal souvenirs reminding them of marvels worth fighting for.
Remember, my friends, in the world of stories, wonder is the ink with which the greatest tales are written.
And so, with wonder in their hearts and determination in their steps, our heroes press on, ready to face whatever challenges the Shadow Weaver might conjure. Part 4. Hey, Gina. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Reading Emerald Wonderland this evening. I saw a couple of people pop in. MT Homestead, thank you so much. Bimbo Barbarella, welcome to the show, my dear. Let's see here. Van Life with Gina, it's great to see you. Let's see here, let me jump back. Izzy, 19 months. 2 years, got a run to almost a year. Thanks so much, Izzy. Dormant, I'm a member all 15 months. Pleasure. Oh man, there you go. Hey, right, sweet. Benny Loco, Benny Loco. License 007, license to chill. How's the voice sound? A little bit rusty, huh? Some of it's long-winded, so. Busy back there running those slideshows, all these wonderful creations. Let's go back to comments there. How you doing, Gina? We're getting it done. The prototype. Super wow. Blaster. Got part 5. Excuse me, guys. Part 5, episode 4, season 1. So as they venture forth from the field of wonder, the yellow brick road begins to change. Its cheerful golden hue fades to a muted ochre, and the once wide path narrows alarmingly. Well, this doesn't look promising. Indeed, it appears we're in for quite the tight squeeze. I can barely see where the path leads. It's as if it's trying to disappear.
The group arranges themselves in single file. Dorothy leads the way, her determined stride setting the pace. Alice follows, her analytical gaze darting from side to side. Wendy comes next, her posture straight and alert. And the line hatter brings up the rear, his hat occasionally catching an overhanging branch. Toto trots alongside, weaving between their legs and whimpering softly at the constricting path. As they inch forward, the world around them seems to close in. The trees on either side of the narrow path loom larger, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. The once cheerful bird song has faded, replaced by an eerie silence broken only by the sound of their footsteps. Suddenly, Wendy gasps, her hands flying to her mouth. Oh my, Dorothy, Alice, look down. The others follow her gaze, and a collective sigh ripples through the group. Our shadows, they're gone. Not just ours. Look, nothing has a shadow. Not the trees, rocks, nothing. Despite the bright light illuminating their surroundings, not a single shadow can be seen. The world seems flatter, less real somehow, as if they've stepped into a poorly drawn illustration.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but I believe we're excelling rainbows.
Indeed, as they speak, each breath comes out in vivid colors. Dorothy's breath is a swirl of yellow and purple. Alice's a mixture of yellow and red. Wendy's a steady purple, and Lion Hatter's a vibrant red. Alice is observing the colors with fascination. How extraordinary! It seems our breath is reflecting our emotions. Red for fear, yellow for nervousness, and purple for courage. Well, I guess there's no hiding how we feel anymore. As they continue their precarious journey, they learn more about each other through their colorful breath. Wendy's consistent purple reveals her unwavering bravery, a testament to her adventures in Neverland. Alice's mix of colors shows her analytical mind battling with the fear of the unknown. Her Wonderland experience is both bolstering and unsettling her. Dorothy's breath gradually shifts from yellow to purple, demonstrating her growing determination, reminiscent of her journey through Oz. The Lion Hatter, his breath's a vibrant red.
I say, this is worse than the time I had tea with the Jabberwocky. At least then I could see where my shadow was running off to.
Wendy reaches back to pat the Lion Hatter's arm, her breath a soothing purple. It's all right, Mr. Lion Hatter. We're on all this together. As they squeeze through a particularly narrow section, Alice stumbles, nearly falling off the path. Dorothy reaches back, grabbing her hand.
I've got you, Alice. We'll get through this. Thank you, Dorothy. Your courage is quite inspiring. And the journey continues. Suddenly, the Cheshire Wolf materializes. Its grin tight with concern. In this shadowless world, its usual trick of appearing in parts seems muted, less magical.
My friends, look to the sky. We have company of the most unwelcome kind.
They all gaze upward, necks craning in the confined space, see a dark, ever-changing silhouette dancing across the bright sky. The shadow weaver's form shifts continuously. One moment a witch with a pointed hat, next a queen with a crown of thorns, then a fearsome beast with glowing eyes.
Turn back, little heroes. This is your final warning. Path ahead leads only to your doom. Your stories will end here, unfinished and forgotten.
She weaves intricate patterns in the air, her fingers leaving trails of darkness that momentarily mar the bright sky. With each gesture, the world around them seems to flicker and distort. Trees bend at impossible angles, flowers bloom and wither in seconds. The very ground beneath their feet seems to ripple. We're not afraid of you. We've come too far to turn back now. Alice, her breasts more purple than red now. Indeed, your shadows and tricks don't scare us. We've seen curiouser things. Wendy's purple breath forming determined puffs. We'll stop you and restore balance to all the stories. Every child deserves a happy ending. Shadow Weaver's laughter rings out, a sound like shattering glass mixed with rustling leaves. The sound seems to come from all around them, disoriented in its intensity. Hey, Ricky. Oh, good to be home. Good to be home. Light up that stick. Just sweet, just sweet, just sweet. Thank you so much, Izzy. Band life with Gina. Member up. Member up, kids. Where the heck is Alex? Where the heck is Alex? Did you? Check on that, is he? Oh. I'm not sure. TGIF. Okay. Gosh, Sean, I'm not sure what happened there, buddy. I know I've gifted some myself sometimes and they didn't go through. But usually I would get a notification every time they do, but Alice is on the yellow brick road, Ricky. I know you gifted some earlier. Shoot, I don't know what that's all about. Checking a message. Hang on. Well, thank you, Gina, member for 10 months. Hey, Mr. A. What's up, buddy? Gaat met jou? Goed. Ga goed.
TGIF.
Like the story how the characters meld, says Jenica. Tinkerbell. You always imagine, somebody letting their children listen to this, and it's great for adults, kids, anybody. Oh, thank you, Gina. That $2.99. Are you right? Thank you so much. Hey, KK Ska. Izzy, when that happened to you at Pendar's, did they charge you? And that's kind of messed up. I swear they don't make anything easy, do they? The hell? Everybody wants to message me in my live. Shit. Where we at?
Such brave words, but bravery alone won't save you from what lies ahead. I am every dark thought, every forgotten tale, every lost ending. You cannot defeat what you don't understand. With a final ominous gesture, she disappears into a swirl of darkness, leaving behind a sky that seems dimmer than before. Hey, cha. $5 make you holla, holla, holla. Hey, cha. Ska.
I don't suppose anyone packed a nightlight, or perhaps a shadowproof umbrella, maybe a thermos of liquid courage.
Despite the fear evident in his breath, Linehatter straightens his hat and marches on with the others, his loyalty overcoming his terror.
Come on, gang. Whatever the Shadow Weaver has planned, we'll face it together. We've each faced our own villains before, and we've always found a way.
Her breath's a beacon of purple.
This time will be no different.
Alice's, her breath's now predominantly purple too.
Dorothy's right. We have the power of multiple stories on our side. Surely that counts for something.
Wendy's breath's purple, forming shapes like tiny flying children.
Peter always said that faith, trust, and pixie dust could solve any problem.
Perhaps what we need is a bit of faith in ourselves and trust in each other. And so our heroes press forward on the narrow path, their colorful breaths mingling in the shadowless world. They might be physically vulnerable in their single file line, but their shared determination and the vivid display of their emotions bind them together stronger than ever. The path ahead is uncertain. But in this land where Oz meets Wonderland, where Neverland bleeds into the edges of reality, and where courage is as visible as the breath in their lungs, anything is possible. And our heroes are determined to write the most spectacular ending to this tale, one where light triumphs over shadow and every story gets the chance to be told. Part 5. Hey, Specs. Oh my God, Specs. Earlier I forgot to loop my overlay, and the next video in the shoot was like one of your live streams or something, and then you popped up. I had to pause it. Anyway, don't strike me for that, please. Chief Broken Brain, say hi, Broken Brain. Everybody say Mr. A. Coming from the Netherlands. Whew. Need to hydrate. Sweet as sugar. How you holding up back there, Izzy? Yeah, this is the final part 6. And we will have another great show planned for you next week. And we'll replay the show from tonight, Sunday evening. Oh, thank you. All right, Native. Awesome. Great you came by. Whew. Isn't that gorgeous work Izzy did on these overlays? Wheat's Art, when you coming out with another video? Y'all go check out Wheat's Art. Wonderful artist I met, I guess, about a year ago, maybe. Gorgeous pictures of Tinkerbell and I can't wait to put this book together, like with these pictures and everything. It's going to be spectacular. Yeah, I'm working on Sunday with YouTube, so I got you. Yeah, Sean, been feeling okay, man. Just having to work through a few things. It's the first time I've been able to go live in about 2 weeks. I've had a lot going on, so it's not that I didn't want to. This show's been planned for about 10 days. Yeah. I had a computer problem too last year. Wheat's Art. I know what you mean. Easyisthebomb.com. Right? Hey, Maureen. Howdy, y'all. Been working on a crochet project and finally decided to rip it out and start over. Been here lurking while I've been ripping. Okay. Part 6. All right. Our heroes stand before the imposing gates of the Shadow Weaver's castle, a structure that seems to defy reality itself. The walls shift and ripple like dark water, and the very air around it whispers with forgotten stories. Alice's eyes suddenly light up with inspiration. I've got it! What if we use the drink me potion? The one that made you tiny in Wonderland? Precisely. We could shrink down and sneak into the castle undetected. Wendy claps her hands. Oh, how clever. Like Peter sneaking into Captain Hook's cabin. Linehatter produces a set of tiny bottles from his hat.
As luck would have it, I always keep a few of these handy. You never know when you might need to fit into a teacup, after all.
They each take a bottle, examining the swirling liquid inside with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Dorothy takes a deep breath. Well, here goes nothing. Bottoms up, everyone. They drink, and suddenly the world around them begins to grow at an alarming rate. The castle gates now tower above them like a mountain range, and blades of grass become a forest of green pillars. Cheshire Wolf, now the size of a mouse, grins.
Well, my friends, it seems we have quite the journey ahead of us, shall we?
And so begins their miniature odyssey. What would have been a short walk from their normal-sized selves becomes an epic trek fraught with danger and unexpected obstacles. On day one, they finally make it under the gate, their tiny size making the gap beneath it like a vast cavern. As they venture into the castle grounds, they're nearly washed away by a sudden rainstorm, which turns out to be nothing more than morning dew dripping from the leaves. They set up camp in the hollow of a fallen leaf, huddling together for warmth as night falls. Strange sounds echo around them, magnified by their tiny size. Wendy shivering. What was that noise? Alice, probably just the wind, but at this size, it sounds like a giant's roar. Day 3, they reach the Grand Hall, a cavernous space that seems to stretch endlessly above them. Dust motes float by like hot air balloons, and the intricate patterns on the floor tiles become a maze to navigate. Joni Scott. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Joni, they use a stray thread from the tapestry to swing across a particularly wide gap. Frayed end of the thread threatening to snap with each swing.
I say, this is rather more exciting than I bargained for.
On day 5, disaster nearly strikes as they're almost stepped on by one of the Shadow Weaver's minions, a creature made of writhing shadows with glowing red eyes. They dive for cover in a crack in the floor, holding their breath as the massive foot comes down mere inches from their hiding spot. That was too close. We need to be more careful. Day 7, they reach the base of the stairs leading to the Shadow Weaver's chambers. What would normally be a simple climb now looks like scaling a mountain range. Each step is a sheer cliff face, smooth and seemingly impossible to climb. We'll need to work together to overcome this obstacle. Any ideas? They spent hours devising a plan, using Lion Hatter's shoelaces as rope and creating makeshift grappling hooks from pins found on the floor. Throughout their journey, they've been refining their plan for confronting the Shadow Weaver. Alice explains, once we reach her chambers, we'll use the eat-me cake to grow enormous. We'll be so big, we'll smother her shadows and trap her. Hey, Kush. On day 10, after a harrowing climb that tests everyone's ounce of their strength and teamwork, they finally reach the top of the stairs. Exhausted but determined, they creep towards the Shadow Weaver's chamber. As they approach, they can hear the Shadow Weaver Scully. Yes. I can feel you, little heroes. Your stories are but whispers in my realm. Soon you'll all fade away. Our tiny heroes exchange nervous glances, their resolve wavering for a moment. We've come too far to give up now. We're here. Chamber. There she is, the Shadow Weaver, towering figure of darkness and twisted stories. She's weaving a tapestry of shadows, each thread of roses. They each take out their piece of eat-me cake, crumbs nearly as big as they are. Wait, what if we grow too big? We could bring down the whole castle.
Or worse, what if we don't grow enough? It'd be easy pickings for our shadow minions.
A moment of doubt grips them all. The plan suddenly seems fraught with potential disaster.
In a world of stories, my friends, the ending is what you make it. Have faith in your tale.
Drawing courage from these words, our heroes nod to each other. Dorothy. Ready, everyone? On 3, 1, 2. Suddenly, the Shadow Weaver turns, her eyes scanning the room. For a heart-stopping moment, it seems she spotted them.
What's this? A new story trying to write itself in my domain?
Dorothy urged, now, eat it now. They each take a bite of the cake. For a terrifying second, nothing happens. And suddenly, they begin to grow at an alarming rate. The Shadow Weaver's eyes widen in shock as her tiny intruders rapidly become giants before her eyes.
What? No, this can't be.
But it's too late. Our heroes, now enormous, fill the chamber entirely. Their combined presence overwhelms the Shadow Weaver, their light and courage smothering her shadows. And she shrieks as she begins to dissolve, her form unable to maintain cohesion in the face of such overwhelming opposition.
No, my shadows, my stories.
She lashes out with tendrils of darkness, trying desperately to regain control. But our heroes stand firm. It's over, Shadow Weaver. Your reign of darkness ends now. Every story deserves its own voice, its own light. And we'll make sure they all get their happy endings. With a final ear-splitting wail, the Shadow Weaver vanishes, leaving behind nothing but a fading wisp. Quickly dissipates the light of our hero's courage. As our heroes return to their normal size, they look around and wonder. The castle is transforming, darkness giving way to light. Twisted corridors straightening and colors bleeding back into the world. Alice is watching her shadow reappear. Indeed, and look, the shadows are returning, but normal, harmless kind. Dorothy grins, high-fiving her own shadow. Look, we brought back balance to the stories. Lionhatter doffs his hat, which promptly sprouts a celebratory bouquet and a miniature fireworks display.
I say, this calls for the grandest tea party ever. Who's in?
As our heroes laugh and celebrate, the Cheshire Wolf grins appear, followed slowly by the rest of them.
Well done, my friends. You've written quite the tale yourselves. But remember, in a world of living stories, every ending is just the beginning of a new adventure.
The castle continues to transform around them, doors appearing where there were none before, each one seemingly leading to a different story. Dorothy's looking at her friends with a glint of adventure in her eyes. So, what do you say? Ready for our next chapter? And with that, our heroes set off once more, ready for whatever curious and curiouser tales await them in their wonderfully mixed up world where Wonderland meets Oz. The end? Or is it just the beginning? Hey, Joe. That is episode 4, season 1. Much love, Scully, and all in chat. Going to sit back, relax, and listen. Well, you might have to go back to the beginning because we just finished the story. But the replays are there for anybody. So, yeah, you won't be able to speak for 3 days, huh? I don't know, y'all. I got the best chiropractic adjustment today, and I feel so good right now. It's amazing. But I'll probably be sore tomorrow, my body and my voice. Sean, I don't know what happened with those memberships. I'm sorry about that. I think that happened to Izzy one time too. I don't see it on the roster there. Ain't no telling, man. I swear they don't make this easy. That's a fairly long reading. I'm trying to keep it to 20 pages per show. I mean, think of like 20 pages, written pages, like times 40 shows. That's like 800 pages, 800-page book. I mean, unfreaking real, man. But even one season is 200-page book. Oh my God. He's gonna drop that 20 there. Shoot, I don't know what that could have been about. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Bud Files. Gorman, tingle, 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 tingle. It's working now. Right. Everybody hit the like, thumbs up, etc. Subscribe to the channel. So what do y'all think about tonight's show? Oh, gosh. Yeah, we're going to illustrate the book, Sean. We're going to have some journal artists put some pockets in there with little trinkets and whatever else we can come up with. But I think we're going to have a series of 4 books, you know, coinciding with 4 seasons. And then we'll have one big book that will probably, you know, leather bound. But I think I can keep the cost down for the community, you know, by doing smaller books. But that's going to take a concerted effort among several people. Even that, I know, like, I've never published a book with pictures. So. Oh yeah, there's a link down there. You can take a quiz. Interactive dashboard quiz on the story. There's also a literary analysis I think I created. Hey Arlie, great to see you. You can go back later and catch the beginning if you want. Everyone in chat to sign it. I don't know. There's already been some dialogue about like what the story could metamorphose into, but let the world be the judge of that. You know, as our community gets stronger, all we can do is promote it. This is, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know. We'll just kind of leave it for that right now, but it's special, let me just say. Yeah. It's not going to cost that much. Hey, BLD. Shoot, I want to bind them in leather myself. I don't even know that I want to work through Amazon. I think this is something that initially I want to tackle myself and get the interior of the book printed, like even locally, you know, and yeah, with gold pages. We can paint the edge of the damn paper. We get some gold paint. I mean, it's probably a logistical nightmare trying to do all that, but it'll be worth it. I mean, I want us as a community to, be very protective of this work, promote it at all facets, all avenues, from theater work to education, maybe schools, movies, producers, plays, whatever. I'm not playing around with this, so let me just say I had a strong vision come to me recently, and I often wonder why I had to suffer with my health the past year. I think it's to learn to be like way stronger than you ever were. Sometimes you have to go through some hardships mentally, physically, to become a much stronger person and a much healthier person that eats well and will be able to take on the challenge of something so great as this. I think you see the potential. We'll be bringing all classic fairy tales characters back, and as they go along the yellow brick road, they'll be meeting different characters that have seemingly morphed. But in truth, it's like all the different characters originally come from their homeland, and as they venture out into the world, they often form relationships. For example, like the Tin Man and met somebody in Hatterland, let's say, and their offspring became a Tin Hatter. You got the Cheshire Lion, etc. Cheshire Cat mingled with the lions. You get the point. Croco Stiltskin. Hey, let's bind Izzy in leather. There you go. I think that would be called a gimp suit, Sean. A gimp suit with a couple zippers. What about Pinocchio and Gingerbread Boy? Okay. Yeah, old Pinocchio. Y'all know what a paradox is, right? That's Pinocchio saying that his nose will grow right now. Sean, you got game. I know Arlie cooking it up. Yeah, about 2 hours there. We're gonna close it out with an outro here in just a second. I guess I'll pick it out myself. Yeah, this is real exciting stuff. I hope that you enjoy it, and I will do some other readings and intermittent readings, in between some of these shows, but our primary focus is building the prototype for this right now. I think I want to be the mermaid siren playing the bone pipe, however that may sound. Huh. Mermaid siren playing the bone pipe. Hojo, brojo, hojo, brojo, hojo. Yeah, we'll get Hojo to read next year. Yeah, I know. I've had a lot of fun working on this. I mean, we may have to bring it down to a vote as far as what pictures we want in the book, y'all. Probably, 1 to 2 pictures per character, maybe at the most. I mean, because there's so many. And we may have to defend ourselves as far as blowback goes. Some of these morphs, how you want to say it's what we're doing to some of these characters. Not everybody may be fond of that, but I do have like artistic license, and everything's in public domain, so it's all gravy as far as that goes. I mean, you got to wonder, like, how in the hell nobody came up with this idea already? But this is like for like ageless, timeless. I mean, who, like, I don't know how to, it's so many things about it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've had visions of grandeur a long time ago when I began writing, but like, this is really something special, and I don't know, I'm gonna be very guarded over it. I mean, truthfully, Izzy and I talked at length about, like, it could literally be one of the best books of the century in so many ways. It sums up every fairy tale and brings it to life in its own parallel universe, and it's a book that it's meant to be written, so you could already see it in film, theater, worldwide, Well, hi there, Zenith. Newcomer there, Zenith Dotton. Welcome to the show. I'm Scully Pop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. Also known as the author that reads to you. I've written a few books. I read novels and stories in the public domain and submissions from people like you. That's right, Zena. If you wrote something, send it on over. I'll get that on the list for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and shut her down, Izzy. Pick out an outro and let's get it. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you Sunday evening for the premiere replay, and maybe I'll get a roll call in Friday or something. We'll see.
Take you to the clinic if you want it. Tingle Brain